What's up, everybody? So today I want to hit you guys with another one of Sir Valor Sax's easy Altissimo riffs. I think on a skill level of 1 to 10, I'm probably going to have to rank this one as a 5. Anything that goes above an Altissimo F, I think I'm going to rate that at least number 5 on the difficulty scale. However, the fingerings that we're going to use lie really easily. And this is the beauty of having these easy Altissimo riffs. All right, so let's take a listen. In the lower register, it sounds like this. We can use a riff like that, speaking in tenor key, on a D7, D Mixolydian, or an A Dorian minor 7, or an F sharp minor 7 flat 5, or anything that's very related to those three. I'll play it again. Okay, so we want to play that 2 octaves. So the first part of the lick is A, B, D, C sharp, C. Let's just figure out what I use for those fingerings first, okay? So for Altissimo A, I start this on a G sharp with the first finger up. I call this a vented G sharp. That gives you your Altissimo A. In order to play B natural, all I do is add the E flat key. So I go from A to B, A to B. And then to play Altissimo D, normally I would use this front key, but in this case, because I got this chromatic line, I use side C, 1, and the side C key to play Altissimo D. I release the side C, keeping the B natural in order to play Altissimo C sharp. So the fingering for Altissimo C sharp is just the B natural. And then, in order to play Altissimo C, I add 5. So the fingering for Altissimo C that I use for this lick is 1 and 5. You can play that with 1 and 4. You can play it with 1 and 6. But we want to use 5 because that 5 is going to set us up real nicely for what's coming next. So that's the first part. For the second part, you want to hold the 5. This is the key that really makes this lick work. And you want to make sure that you got a pretty, relatively new, or relatively stiff reed. With all of my stuff, I do not play a big open tip mouthpiece and I do not play stiff reeds. I just pick good quality reeds at the strength that I use, which is 2.5 red box Van Doren. Those are my go-to for tenor. This mouthpiece is that cheap Amazon mouthpiece that I worked on a little bit. It's just over a 6, just below a 6 star on the Autolink scale. So it's nothing, y'all. It's like a 95 tip opening, okay? So 95 tip opening with 2.5 reeds, and I'm good to go. There is nothing exotic about this cheap $20 mouthpiece whatsoever. All right, and when I'm not using that one, sometimes I'll use this one from Giardinelli. This is another $20 mouthpiece. All right, so this is all about being able to find fingerings that work without you having to manipulate all this voicing. It kind of bugs me that so many people are focusing on voicing. You have to focus that much on voicing, then your setup is off. Okay? If you got a good setup and you know good fingerings that can carry the type of resistance that you need, playing Altissimo is very easy. All right, so it's not enough that Altissimo is easy. If it's that easy, then we want to be able to do cool stuff with it. Okay, getting back to the other half of this thing, we have C, E, G, E, F sharp. C, E, G, E, F sharp. All right, so Altissimo C, we got the 1 and the 5. Now, I'm going to cover my right hand because the right hand is just holding that 5. All right, all I do with my left hand is 1, open, 2, 3, open. 1, open, 2, 3, open. Ba, 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 ba. 1, open, 2, 3, open. Bam. Let me get that C. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, 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 bam. Normally, when I teach the double Altissimo G, it's just 2 and 3. But for this lick, in this case, we want to make sure we're still holding that 5. Okay? So you wind up with this type of that bit can be a bit tricky. I know. It can be a bit tricky. This is why this ranks at a number 5 on the difficulty scale. Okay, so after we play that, the fingering that I use for F sharp, remember, we're still holding the 5. The fingering that I play for F sharp is side E and the E flat key. All right, I'll do this long ways and explain this also, but I want to make sure that I get it this way first. All right, so remember that pattern? We had 1, open, 2, 3, open, 1, open, 2, 3, open. And then from here, that's when we add the side E and the E flat key. All right, so it's just like palm E, but you leave the D key off. This is the way I would normally play F sharp anyway. And remember, we're still holding that 5. So we got bum, 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 bum. Then it goes back to that D, D flat C, which is, remember, 1 in side C, release the side C to play the D flat, and then we add 5 again to play Altissimo C. All right, let me do this long ways so that way you can get a better look at my fingers. So I'm going to talk through the notes and show you the fingering. So we got A, vented G sharp, add E flat to play B natural. And then we go to Altissimo D, which is 1 in side C, release side C to play C sharp, add 5 to play C. From here, we just want to do the hold the 5, 1, open, 2, 3, open. And then from here, we add side E and E flat in order to play Altissimo F sharp, or double Altissimo F sharp. And then we go back to E. Okay, and then we go back to Altissimo D, using the same thing that we just did, 1 in side C, release side C to play C sharp, and then add 5 in order to play Altissimo C. if you are having trouble hitting that double Altissimo G, that one you can use a little bit higher in the throat for your voicing. All the other stuff, I pretty much just keep exactly the same. All the same. Except for the high G, I do goose it a little bit. Just a little bit. You are micromanaging. All the stuff that I'm teaching is really about making sure that your setup, your embouchure, your mouthpiece, your reeds is not too open, so that way you wind up wasting all this energy with your embouchure. You keep your embouchure relatively relaxed, okay? So that way you don't have to focus on all this throat stuff, which can just throw this thing all over the place. So that way when we do actually need to do a little bit of voicing, then it's very easy because you're just micromanaging stuff, all right? So there is a little variation on this lick that I would do in like a D minor-y kind of thing. Just as a little bonus, I want to show you guys something if you're coming from this vented G-sharp fingering to play Altissimo A. You can add 6 to play A flat, and then you can switch to 4 to play Altissimo G. So you get a Alright, so that one is another type of voicing thing. You want to make sure that one sits a little lower, like kind of thing about opening and lowering the throat a little bit. So this also works on alto sax. These are the exact same fingerings that I would use to play that lick on alto. So you don't have a high or sharp key, it doesn't matter. We didn't use it at all for this video. So clearly, I do have my Altissimo books for alto and tenor saxophone. You can find that link in the description box below. You can go through PayHip, check out some of the free stuff that I have there, and you can pick that up. I also have an affiliate link with Amazon. Pick up some cool stuff there if you're looking for mouthpieces, reeds, saxophone accessories, and that kind of stuff. All right, so if you like this kind of stuff, you want to support the channel, you can buy me a piece of cake. It's like a Kickstarter, Patreon type of thing. It really helps the channel grow a lot when you do that. All right, that's all I got for you. Thanks for tuning in. See ya!